ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, greatness has arrived. Now, granted, his nickname had the word great in it for a very long time. He has showcased that he has been great for a very long time in the NHL, I assume throughout his entire life. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be remembered as the greatest goal scorer in the history of the NHL. From the Washington Capitals, Stanley Cup champion, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Ovechkin.
What's up, guys?
Ovi, thank you so much for taking time to join us. We are massive fans of yours, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. All the boys
no
watching it
problem.
right now. So let me introduce to everybody.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Big Mac, Roy Z,
What up,
Doobie,
Big
Madge,
Hell yeah.
Hey, what up,
LT,
boys?
Little Kid Leno,
Hey, little kid.
Tom Wilson.
Son of a bitch! Tom Wilson.
They call you
Hey,
son of
we're
a
big fans of
bitch.
yours.
Hey, we have another guy. What's up? Yeah, what's up, guys? Jesus,
Dude.
Hey guys.
Frankenstein, Big Al.
Hey, what's up, son? Big Al, what up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bull,
What about the pilot?
What's up, Bull?
Ratty,
Oh, good. Good
Doggy,
The last.
Hey, doggy.
Captain America, John Carlson right here.
Yeah. USA.
They're screaming USA. What about Canada? What about Canada?
Boo.
G.
Go Canada. Go
Oh,
Canada.
okay. And always on his phone, businessman Lars Eller.
Lord.
Hey, what's up, businessman? Good to see you, handsome.
The boys.
Moose Lewis. And
Oh,
hey,
that's the one.
Here we go, boys.
What's up, dude?
what's up,
Good
guys?
thumbs up
What's
there.
up, guys?
Here we
Hey,
go.
Ovi, thank you for introducing us to your team. You guys are really good. You guys are a really good team this year. Let's talk about your team. This year has been a lot of focus on you. With what you just did there, where you immediately introduced your entire team to us, was it uncomfortable at moments when all focus was on whether or not you were going to score and how many you were going to score?
Well, be honest with you, like before the season and obviously last year, like no one thought like it can be happen, because 894, it's a huge number, right? But as soon as I get like closer and closer, like I have so much attention, and it's been crazy, to be honest with you, because attentions, media, fans, like yeah, it was something nuts. But overall, it was great for hockey because everybody's talking about hockey, about Wayne Gretzky, the greatest player to play in hockey, and it was great. So, I mean, I started to believe like when it was a 3 or 4 goals, and like okay, like maybe it can happen. And obviously, I break my leg during the year, and I was kind of like okay, maybe next year, maybe one more year. But overall, that's why I introduced my team, because those guys, without them, like I would never reach that milestone, and I would never reach that great accomplish. And obviously, without my family as well, my wife, my mom, and obviously support from my friends.
Yeah, shout out to the whole support system. Obviously, everybody needs that around them. The better the system, the better anybody could potentially be. And you mentioned a lot in there. And you talked about the attention. You talked about it being great for hockey. We agree completely. Everybody was watching The Great Chase. And whenever you bring up Wayne Gretzky, a lot of people learned of Wayne Gretzky's greatness, I believe, that maybe didn't know beforehand. A lot of people maybe learned that this goal-scoring record was considered unattainable because of how great it was. I think you grew the game massively. I think you were great for the sport. record. You should take a lot of pride in that. Now, when it comes to Wayne Gretzky, he said that he was going to be the first person to congratulate the person that broke that record or whatever, and he came through for that. Showed up at the last couple games, knew you were going to break it. Have you always had a great relationship with him, and how has that kind of friendship, peerness kind of gone?
Yeah, he's such a great person. First time I met him in the draft, 2000, I think 5 or 6, and we have a dinner with him in LA when we have our All-Star game, and I met with his wife. We spent such a great time together. Like as a kid, like it's a dream to meet the legend, and I'm lucky enough to have a meeting with Mario Liu. I played against him my first year. Wayne Gretzky, German Ginla, Owen Nolan, like all those guys, Sergei Fedorov. It's like I'm lucky guy because it's like in basketball you have a dinner with Michael Jordan. I never have a chance to meet Michael Jordan, but it's one of my dream, and I have his signed jersey. But it's one of my dream to meet the greatest player to play basketball.
Well, let's make that happen. Obviously, I think that will immediately now. But whenever you talk about meeting with all those guys, when you talk about meeting all those guys, they're all saying they sat with you, brother. You're fucking Alexander Ovechkin. That is awesome. And I'm happy to hear how humble you are about how much everybody has given to you. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Ovi, can you take us back to how you felt right after you made that goal and your celebration? You're on the ice, you're sliding through there. We see the iconic picture, but then instantly you are pummeled by your whole team. It had to feel amazing. Like, what was it? Like, were you expecting this? Did you plan to do this little celebration, or how did this all come about?
No, like I was so excited. I just felt probably my skate, like my trainer broke. Probably didn't sharp my skate before I scored the goal. So that's why I felt. But yeah, like that moment gonna live forever, and it's unbelievable. So I'm like. How I said, I can still I'm still can believe it's happening, and what we did and what we did and New York Calendar, it's gonna stay forever. So I'm very happy.
That's an awesome poster right there, forever. What a moment. Legendary. Only more to come. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Ovi, just curious, are you still drinking like pop, like Coke or Pepsi on the bench? I know that was a big thing during your career, and at what point?
Oh yeah, I still have like we're in a plane, and I have my Cheetos, my Subway, and Coke for sure. And on the bench, I always have a Coke. So if you see me drinking a bottle, it's a Coke.
That's awesome. God, that's awesome.
That's a legendary. So with that being said, a lot is talked about how you're incredibly jacked and how good a shape you're in. And now you're in record-breaking season.
Are you sure I'm in shape?
Yeah.
I see pictures of you with no shirt more than I see a lot of other people with no shirt on. And the Stanley
in the
Cup
summer,
celebration,
no good. In the summer, no good.
No, all the time good. You're one of the OGs, man. You're like the old guard thing. Do you think about how much longer the body can go? And have you had to make an adjustment in your game as you've gotten older on the ice?
Well, I have one more year, and we'll see what's gonna happen. I'll be honest with you. Like I love the team. I love be around the boys, and as long as I can, I will try to stick around and put my great body, how you said, in NHL. So we'll see.
Have you had to change up? Because it looks like you're playing the same way. You're sitting in the office over there. Puck's coming, and it's going right to the back of the net. You're still hitting people. Okay, still a dog. Okay, which is never talked about. Best goal scorer in the history of the game. Also willing to fight you if he has to. Have you had to change up? Do you feel your game changing, or do you still think you play the same way?
Yeah. Of course, you have to adjust a little bit, but like as soon as the season is over, like how many times you have to prepare your body, to prepare your mind for next year. So I mean, like when you're young, like it's one thing, but when you get older, it's a different thing. But overall, sometimes you have to start training a little bit earlier. Sometimes you have to train
Less
a little bit
vodka.
later because it's it depends when your season's over.
Yeah, less vodka sometimes. You got to get going there. You a vodka guy?
No, beer guy.
Beer. Strictly beers? Yeah, we see you after every single game crack open a beer. Doesn't matter what type of beer.
Um, I like Stella and Sapporo.
Okay, I like that. Every arena will make sure they have them going forward. D-Butt has a question for you.
Yeah, congrats again, Ovi. It was great watching the great chase. I got to ask you about a question. So, popped up on my timeline a couple weeks ago, 3-6 Mafia, Bands That Make Her Dance, that being kind of your song. When did that start, and what was it like having the guys in the arena?
Yeah, we signed Cheeky Jacob Chikrin, and he wears it's Ben and John Carlson Benza, like he call him Benza, and I'm like, okay, Benza make a dance, and we like start that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's virus. It's lots of kids, lots of NBA players doing that kind of stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool to see those guys to support us, and obviously, it's pretty cool. Like how I said, it's great for hockey. Like, it's great.
Yeah, it feels like the more we learn about you, Ovi, the more we love about you. And that's coming from a guy who grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as a Penguins fan. Obviously, old school rivalry there. Tone has a question for you, Ovi.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's kind of about that rivalry because I watched you at PPG, going against Sid, and then obviously you break Wayne's record this year for scoring, and then Sid breaks Wayne's record for 20 seasons in a row, averaging at least a point per game. How cool is it like that you guys came into the league together, after the lockout, and you guys have basically been carrying the NHL for the last 20 years, and what is your relationship with Sid like these days?
Yeah, obviously, me and Sid. Be honest with you, like first couple of years was not that good, but right now we 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 talk like congrats each other if we hit some milestones, and those relationships is from the battle to outside, like in hockey and outside of hockey, it's a total different thing. So we're gonna have a last game in 3 days between us and Pittsburgh, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a battle because it's still a rivalry. But after the game, like we always hug, we always chatting, and yeah, we have respect to each other. And you're right, like what we did to NHL, it's a tremendous thing. Like me and him, what we do all those years, it's great for us. Like people gonna talk about Crosby and Ovechkin, Pittsburgh and Washington for maybe 20 or 50 more years, and it's
Yes.
great. So it's a battle, but it's a friendship right now. So it's all good.
I'm happy to hear that. You both were incredible to watch all those years and can't wait to see how you both finish these legendary careers. You're the man, the greatest goal scorer of all time, Alexander Ovechkin.
Yeah. See you guys.
Thank you.
Legend.
We met his whole team there. That was awesome.